Preventive measures for cervical cancer. Answer is first one, primary prevention. It includes health education and specific protection. And secondary prevention includes early detection and treatment. Tertiary prevention includes follow-up and rehabilitation. The definition of cervical cancer. Cervical cancer occurs when abnormal cells develop and spread in the cervix, which is the lower part of the uterus. It is abnormal growth of cells that have the potential to invade or spread to other part of the body. Coming to primary prevention. Primary prevention aims to reduce the incidence of disease by risk factors modification. A risk factor for a disease is an attribute or exposure that increase probability of getting the disease. And exogenous risk factors including personal habits plays a major role in the etiology of cancer. Modifying risk factors exposure may prevent many cancers. Among the activities for prevention, emphasis should be placed on health education regarding identification of risk factors, tobacco control, health education related to sexual and reproductive factors associated with cancer, avoiding alcohol use, healthy diet, physical activity and avoidance of obesity. The WHO educates regarding sexual and reproductive factors. Sexual and reproductive factors are associated with cancer of cervix. Sexual behavioral factors like engage at first sexual activity, poor sexual hygiene are associated with cancer of the uterine cervix. Human papilloma virus has now been identified as the etiological agent responsible for cervical cancer. Human papilloma virus prevalence increases with the high risk sexual behavior and poor sexual hygiene. Education regarding sexual hygiene and safe sexual behavior may be provided for prevention of cervical cancer. Safe sexual behavior protects women from the risk of cervical cancer by preventing the infection with human papilloma virus. Primary prevention, the second point is specific protection or barrier protection. Barrier protection or spermicidal gel used during decreases cancer risk and condoms offer protection against cervical cancer. Evidence on condoms that whether they protect against human papilloma virus infections is mixed, but they protect against genital warts and other precursors to cervical cancer. They also provide protection against other STIs such as HIV and chlamydia, which are associated with greater risk of developing cervical cancer. The WHO creates the awareness about the illness of the tobacco and advocate avoidances, encourage and assist the habitual tobacco users to quit the habit. In primary prevention, the third point is vaccination. Human papilloma vaccine program has been launched in Delhi on 1st March 2016. Then the HPV vaccine program will target girls between the age of 9 and 13 years next year. In the current year, Delhi government is focused on the vaccinating girls, class 6th girls students. 2 human papilloma vaccines reduce the risk of the cancerous or precancerous changes of the cervix and perineum by about 93% and 62% respectively. The vaccine should be stored at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius and must not to be frozen. The dose is 0.5 ml intramuscular in deltoid The recommended age for initiation of vaccination is 10 to 12 years. As of current licensing regulations in India, catch-up vaccination is permitted up to the age of 45 years. 3 doses at 0, 2 and 6 months with bivalent vaccine. Human papilloma vaccine can be given simultaneously with other vaccines such as hepatitis B. Vaccines should be administered in a sitting or laying down position and the patient observed for 15 minutes post vaccination. The vaccines are between 92% and 100% effective against human papilloma virus type 16 and 18 up to at least 8 years. Then in primary prevention, the fourth point is nutrition. Vitamin A, vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin E and beta carotenes are also associated with a lower risk of cervical cancer. Diet rich in animal fats, especially red meats, increase the risk of cancer. Diets high in fresh vegetables and fruits and fiber reduce risk for cancer. Avoid being underweight or overweight. Then fifth point is good lifestyle measures. Engaging in regular physical activity and consumption of alcohol is not recommended. Maintaining personal hygiene and safe sexual behavior and sexual hygiene. Opportunistic checkups for cervical cancer. Then coming to secondary prevention includes early detection. In early detection of cancer is the detection of disease at a stage in its natural history where the chance of cure is high. First is take history from the patient. Then second point is screening. Screening for cervical cancer can be considered in women aged 30 to 59 years as the chance of detecting precancerous lesions are maximum in this age group. Regular population based screening using pap smear cytology is internationally accepted screening method for cervical cancer. In low resources settings, visual inspection with acetic acid is a useful alternative to categorize women as high risk and low risk. Then coming to pap smear test. The ectocervix and the endocervix are scraped to collect the cells that are spread on a glass slide and strained in the laboratory and examined under microscope. The most abnormal pap tests are caused by viral infections such as human papilloma virus infections or other types of infections such as those caused by bacteria, fungi, protozoa. Natural cervical cells changes related to menopause can also cause an abnormal pap test. In some cases, untreated cervical cell changes that cause abnormal pap test may progress to precancerous or cancerous changes. The second point is in screening visual inspection 4% acetic acid. The procedure is inspect the external genitalia, then insert the speculum fully so that the entire cervix can be seen. Then look at the cervix and check for evidence of cancer or infection. Soak a clean swab in dilute acetic acid solution, that is 3 to 5%, and apply it to the cervix. Once the cervix has been washed with the acetic acid solution, wait at least 1 minute for it to be absorbed and any white reactions to appear. Test positive raised and thickened white plaques are acetic white epithelium appear in cervix. Visual inspection using acetic acid. If the test is negative, repeat the VIA after 5 years. If it is positive, refer to gynecologist or lady medical officer wherever available in PHC, CHC or DH. Then lesions eligibility for cryotherapy. Cryotherapy means that is the cold therapy or cryosurgery. Cryotherapy after follow up 1 year with VIA. Then in case the lesions are not eligible for cryotherapy, if the patient have any bleeding, postcoital bleeding or postmenopausal bleeding, take the biopsy. Then in the biopsy the result is low grade CINI, means cervical intraepithelial neoplasm. Then give the cryotherapy. Then if high grade CIN type 2 and 3, then proceed loop electrosurgical excisional procedure. Or if the cancer is confirmed, biopsy test, refer to tertiary cancer care center and follow up after 1 year with VIA. Then in secondary prevention, the third point is treatment. Ensure that every patient complies with therapy advised. If follow-up care is required at the healthcare center level, make sure that detailed instructions are provided by the treating institution. Then coming to tertiary prevention. Tertiary prevention include follow-up evaluation and regular health checkups and rehabilitation. And palliative care, if the severe cases are more complications, provided palliative care. Ensure that the patient is free from the pain as far as possible. Refer to the appropriate center for oral morphines and achieve control of unwanted symptoms to extent possible. Then coming to provided psychological supports to the patient to accept the diagnosis and treatment. Involve the family in diagnosis, treatment and care as far as possible. And in tertiary prevention, the rehabilitation is second point. Physical and psychological and social rehabilitation, so that the affected individual is able to take care of self and be emotionally stable and be able to work and socialize to the extent possible. Then coming to National Health Program for Cancer. The National Program for Prevention and Control of Cancer, Diabetes and Cardiovascular Diseases and Stroke during 2010 to 11, after integrating the National Cancer Control Program NCCP with NPCDCs, keeping in view the needs of the society and the integration of the services provided at various healthcare levels. It includes the domains are health promotion, early diagnosis, treatment and referral at various level of healthcare centers. ఈ వీడియో కానీ మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. నా వీడియో మీరు ఫస్ట్ టైం చూసినట్లయితే ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ మై ఛానల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్ దిస్ వీడియో.